What's going on guys, Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to your daily dose of transfer content. And today is going to be Wednesday the 26th of August. We have confirmed deals to go through as well as the rumours. So just before we get started, if you could do our good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box, and the current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time. There'll be a new video for you to look forward to. And finally, drop a comment below. I'll try to respond to as many as I can. So starting off today's confirmed deals, and the first one is that PSV have signed RB Leipzig goalkeeper Vogo as on a 2-year loan spell. I'm not sure if there's an option to buy included, but he's moved on from the Bundesliga side. Newcastle United have completed the signing of Republic of Ireland international midfielder, that's Jeff Hendrick. He signed on a 4-year deal, and the 28-year-old joins the Magpies, that's following the expiration of his contract with former club Burnley. Austin FC have announced the signing of Cecilio Dominguez, and that's as the club's first designated player. Dominguez joins the club from Independiente in Argentina and for a fee of about $2.5 million. He'll now be loaned out to Paraguayan side Guarani, and that's until the end of the year. Austin FC will not be playing in the MLS until 2021, that's why he's been loaned out straight away. GABRIEL has undergone a medical at Arsenal, that's ahead of completing his move from Lille for €26 million plus a further $4 million in additional bonuses. The defender was given special clearance to have his medical before starting quarantine, and now I think he's got to be in quarantine for 2 weeks. This transfer for me on Tuesday hasn't been announced just yet at midday, but I expect it to be announced either by the end of Tuesday or at least at some point on Wednesday. Holger Badstuber has been linked with a move to David Beckham's Inter Miami, and this is according to German outlet Bild. The defender has a contract with Stuttgart until 2021, but he has been told that he no longer has a future with the first team. Badstuber had previously said he had been interested in moving abroad, that should he leave the Bundesliga side, and it's a really unfortunate career for him because he had so much potential and so much clear ability, but the injuries really hindered that. Next up, we have got an update about THIAGO Silva and a potential move to Chelsea. So a tweet from Fabrizio Romano, he has sent THIAGO Silva to Chelsea, here we go. The Brazilian centre-back has accepted Chelsea's contract offer until June 2022 and he's going to leave PSG and sign for the next 2 years. There's no chance for Fiorentina, who hope to convince him to sign, and the deal will be completed in the next few days. And there was a story from L'Equipe on Tuesday that there are forces inside of Paris Saint-Germain that want to offer THIAGO Silva a last gasp contract extension. It would scupper a move to Chelsea, and it's been no secret that Thomas Tuchel wants to keep him at the club, but sporting director Leonardo, he wants him to move on. And Chelsea are close to signing a second centre-back this time, according to The Athletic. They said Chelsea are closing in on the signing of Malang Sarr on a free transfer. That's after he left Nice in Ligue 1 and he's set to sign a 5-year contract. And he will be loaned out if he makes the move, which Chelsea are aiming for a top 4 European League side. He rejected offers from the likes of Fulham and Monaco, but Fabrizio Romano says despite reports, this deal isn't done just yet. Schalke are in active discussions with Arsenal to re-sign Sead Kolasinac, and it would be a loan deal. The issue though is that Schalke have imposed a salary cap of €2.5 million, and they would need Arsenal to subsidise a percentage of his salary. That story is from Sky Germany. Former Arsenal forward Yaya Sanogo is set to return to English football. This is with Championship club Middlesbrough, and the story comes from Sky Sports News. The 27-year-old has left Toulouse and will apparently join Neil Warnock's side on a free transfer in the coming days. Obviously it didn't work out for him with Arsenal, but maybe the Championship, it might suit his level a little bit more. Everton remain keen on Chelsea defender Tomori, according to the Telegraph. The England international has slipped down the pecking order at Stamford Bridge and may soon face even more competition if THIAGO Silva is signed. There's also a good chance he does go to Ligue 1 side Rennes, who made their interest known at the very start of August. Arsenal are very much in the race for another Lille player, and this time is midfielder Boubakary Samar, and this is according to Foot Mercato. Manchester United, AC Milan, and yesterday it was Real Madrid. They've all been linked with a highly rated 21-year-old. And the fee itself, we're not too sure how much it would cost, but Arsenal are looking for a new midfielder. And the next story is from Corriere dello Sport. The SN super agent Mino Raiola is identified Inter Miami and Besiktas as two options for Mario Balotelli's next club. Balotelli has left Brescia after a disappointing return to Serie A this season, and he would be a free transfer. Milan have opened talks with Real Madrid over a possible transfer for Brahim Diaz, and this story is from Calciomercato again. Los Blancos have ruled out selling the 21-year-old permanently, but are willing to send the midfielder to the San Siro on a loan deal. He has appeared in 21 games for Madrid, that's since joining the club from Manchester City back in January 2019, and he scored 2 goals. Roma are considering a move for Mario Mandzukic, that's if Bosnian forward Edin Dzeko goes to Juventus, and this story is from Tuttosport. Juventus have been strongly linked with Dzeko to replace the outgoing Higuain, and Mandzukic is now available for free, that's after leaving Qatari side Al Dahail, which had done so a few months ago. Milik of Napoli could also be a younger option, but Roma would have to pay a substantial fee for him, and despite that last part about Milik, it does still seem likely that he'll make the switch to Roma and Cengiz Ünder go in the opposite direction. Fabrizio Romano is saying that Everton and Napoli are still in talks for ALLAN. Everton have offered about 25 million and Napoli are asking for 35 million euros to sell the Brazilian midfielder. It's a work in progress, and Everton have got a few players also on their list of targets. One of those is Watford's Abdoulaye Doucouré. Valencia are closing in on the signing of Real Madrid striker Borja Mayoral, and this is according to Mundo Deportivo. The Bats are in contact with a 23-year-old's agent over a possible transfer, but first they must sell either Rodrigo or Kevin Gameiro, that's to raise funds for a proposed 15 million euro deal. And speaking of Rodrigo, apparently the Valencia striker is now in advanced talks with Leeds United, that's ahead of a 35 million euro move. The player missed their game against Castellón, and both clubs want the deal done now, and this according to a Valencia-based journalist called Hector Gomez. Rodrigo has verbally agreed a 3-year deal with Leeds, but a fee is yet to be agreed upon between the two sides, and the second part is from journalist called Paul Brown. Leeds have been waiting for their Premier League return for a long time, so to take advantage of it they've probably got to spend a little bit of money, and Rodrigo I think would be a very decent addition. Juventus are eyeing Paris Saint-Germain's Leandro Paredes, that's among several other signings this summer, and this according to Gianluca Damasio. Paredes is free to leave PSG this summer window, despite recently starting in the Champions League final. The midfielder originally signed with PSG back in January 2019, and he joined from Russian side Zenit for a fairly large fee of about 40 million euros. If I remember correctly, for the previous season, the 18-19 campaign, I think he was voted the worst signing in Ligue 1, which definitely isn't a title you want to have. But previously playing for Roma in Serie A, he was very impressive there. Athletic Bilbao, Fiorentina and Stade Rennes, they're all interested in signing Javi Martinez this summer, and Bayern are willing to sell the midfielder for just 10 million euros according to Kicker in Germany. And the 10 million euro fee, it may even be a bit lower than that because he has only got 1 year left on his current contract. Leverkusen are close to signing Roma striker Patrick Schick, that's as Kai Havertz nears the exit door. According to Football Italia, the Germans look set to pay 29 million euros, that's to activate the Czech striker's release clause, that's when Havertz closes in on a deal to Chelsea. Schick spent last season on loan at Leipzig, who decided not to rival Leverkusen for his signature, while Fiorentina and Torino are also reportedly interested. And Fabrizio Romano does add that newly promoted Fulham, they also made an inquiry on Monday morning. Ligue 1 champions PSG have been offered 25-year-old Spanish right-back Hector Bellerin, and this story is from RMC Sport. The Spaniard is part of a list of players that Arsenal are strongly considering letting go this summer, and that'll be to get some more transfer funds as well as reducing their wage bill. PSG do have a couple of causes of concern. The first one is his current contract runs until 2023, so the fee would be still fairly large. And his injury problems, they haven't been too great, and that's another thing which is putting them off a deal potentially. So because of that, they asked for a bit more time, and they'll come back with a definitive answer probably in the next few weeks. PSG are watching the Suarez situation at Barca very closely. Neymar sees Suarez as the ideal striker to play in their current squad alongside himself and Kylian Mbappe. PSG do see this as an amazing opportunity to sign a world-class striker, and it would be for a low cost, potentially even on a free transfer. It's also reported that Suarez isn't interested in returning to Ajax, who had been linked with a move for their former striker. And there are also rumours going about that Suarez and Barca now, they are in talks to terminate his contract completely. And the final story today is from ESPN. They said Manchester City are looking into their finances. That's ahead of a possible transfer offer to Barcelona. That's for Lionel Messi. The Premier League giants are examining whether they can sign the Argentine wizard whilst also not breaching the financial fair play rules. And Barca's official stance at the moment is that Messi isn't for sale, and any interested parties must activate his release clause, which is €700 million or £632 million. And the outlet called Ole are adding that Messi has made a decision on his future, and the announcement will happen shortly. For now, only Messi's entourage know about his decision. Some breaking news has just come out from Argentine outlet TYC Sports. They said Messi has officially communicated to Barcelona that he'll activate a clause to end his contract. Now, where he'll go or if it's true, we'll have to wait and see if it's actually genuine. If it is, it's a massive bit of news. And there's the likes of PSG, Man City all being linked to him, but his wage will be astronomical. It turns out there's even more to add to this story, because Barca have now confirmed to the media that Messi has sent a fax to the club and it's confirming he wants to leave. I know we're all thinking faxes in 2020, but seriously though, Messi, it looks like he might actually be going from Barca. And Fabrizio Romano has come out and said pretty much what the previous article said before, that Messi wants to activate the clause to leave Barcelona immediately. Barca have confirmed this, and their current position is still clear. Messi has a $700 million release clause. The free clause that Messi has to basically leave at the end of every season, similar to what Iniesta done a few years ago, that expired back in June, about June 10th. And the board will now have a meeting to try and work out their next decision. So if Messi is able to go on a free transfer, loads of clubs will be after him. Whether they can afford his wage deal or not, we'll have to wait and see. But it looks like he may lead the new camp, and they're going to be in some serious trouble, I think. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you could do our good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box, and the current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time, there'll be a new video for you to look forward to. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.